Hey folks, and welcome to another video of mine. If you're new to this channel, first of all, a big welcome to my channel. And if you don't know what are the kind of videos that I put out, this particular video is focused on food vlogging. That's right, I'm doing a series on what you can order in from the Westin Rajarhat Kolkata. And in my previous videos, I've spoken about their Thai curries, their desserts, their Turkish pides. And in this video, I'm going to talk about their Kolkata styled mutton biryani. Now, the reason why I say Kolkata style mutton biryani is because Kolkata style biryani has potatoes in it, a special ingredient. Now, you won't find potatoes in your biryani if you're ordering biryani in Lucknow, as an example. So, the reason why I'm only focused on the Westin Rajarhat Kolkata is because I'm doing a series on the Westin Rajarhat Kolkata and their different restaurants. Now, I intend to do more videos like these where I talk about different things that you can order in from the various restaurants here in Kolkata. So if you're new to this channel again, please hit that like and subscribe button before we proceed. It means a lot to me. In fact, it would encourage me to make more such videos for all you good folks out there. Now, this is not a promotional video. Nobody's paid for me to make this video. I'm not trying to promote Westin. I have bought all these items with my own money. The only reason why I'm doing this is, like I said, I want to put out good content for all you good folks so that you know what to order in from the various restaurants here in Kolkata. So with that said, let's get started, folks, and let's understand what the Kolkata style mutton biryani from the Rajarhat Westin Kolkata has to offer. Alright, so first things first, some things will never change when we are ordering food or when we are visiting restaurants. Now, there are some things that we always keep in mind when we are ordering food. What are those things? Number one, and the most important factor, is the taste. Of course, if a food item is tasty, then not only will you order in the same item in the future as well, but you would also recommend it to your friends and family members. Maybe even visit that restaurant again in the future. And that's why taste is the most important thing that one has to keep in mind when ordering food. Number two is the price that you're paying for that food. And number three is the quantity that you get. Because hey, if you're ordering in food or if you're going to a restaurant with your friends and family members, then obviously quantity would also matter. Now, one of the other things that could matter as well is the presentation. How is it presented? Because if you've got guests at home and if you're ordering food in, then maybe you would also want to focus on the presentation of the food item. Because during this time of COVID, one would also be concerned about how safe is it, how have they packaged it, etc. So these are things that we have to keep in mind. And this is exactly what we're going to focus on in this video. Just wanted to clear this out before we begin. So let's dig in and take a look at how the food looks, tastes, and what does it cost. Let's start, folks. Okay, in terms of the presentation as to how they send the food in, then like I said, the packaging is an important aspect. Now, as you can see, they send the food in one of the paper bags. They have their own branding on it, and what the food comes in, especially the raita or the vegetables, the packaging is quite nice. It's well done, so you can say that all these items are safe to consume. Of course, this one I have already opened the plastic packaging, so it doesn't have any plastic on that, but I've opened that. Now, in the past when I've ordered food in, then what they have done is, because this is 1 kg biryani, by the way, so in terms of quantity, it's 1 kilo biryani. And in the past what they have done is they have sent me the biryani in these earthen pots, like clay pots, and this is their 1 kg. This is one of their big clay pots, but since they did not have this big clay pot available, what they did was they sent in the biryani in 2 clay pots. So this is from the last time, so I'm going to set that aside, and this is what it comes in. And as you can see, it's got some flour all across, because what it helps in doing is it keeps the food warm, and the biryani has all its flavors retained in these clay pots, and all the flavors are going to be intact. And this is what we call dum cooking, or cooking with steam. So this is how it's presented when you order biryani from the Western Kolkata. Okay, so now I'm just gonna quickly open this and show you how it all looks. Okay, as you can see, this is the flour wrapped all around it, and wow. So this is how it looks. I'm quickly gonna zoom in a little to show you how this all looks like, and as you can see, it's got some nice brown onions on top, and these are caramelized onions which they fry and put on top of it. And apart from that, you can already see that it's got eggs. I'm gonna talk about all the ingredients, the quality and quantity, etc. Moving forward, but this is how it's presented. So as soon as you open it, you're greeted with these caramelized onions on top of it, and I love caramelized onions in my biryani, by the way. One of the things that you would notice is when you order biryani from Arsalan, or when you order biryani from other restaurants like Shiraz, Zishan, etc., which are very popular here in Kolkata, by the way, you would not get these caramelized fried onions on top of it. So just a quick thing to note, this is already different because of the caramelized onions. Now, one of the things that you would find these caramelized onions on would be the homemade biryanis. If you've got some Muslim friends and if you've gone to their homes, then you would definitely notice the caramelized or the fried onions on top of their biryani, and it just makes the biryani taste so much better. So I love caramelized onion on the biryani. So this is a definitely plus point when it comes to the biryani. Okay, one of the other things that I quickly wanted to mention was that when you order in from any of the other restaurants, like the names that I mentioned, like Zishan, Arsalan, Amenia, etc., which are very popular here, you only get biryani when you order biryani from there. But what you get in addition to the biryani is some vegetables, like a salad. All right, so you've got some nice chopped vegetables with some chaat masala sprinkled on top, and you also get raita by default. And this is again yogurt mixed with some chaat masala with some chili powder, and this is extremely delicious, by the way, and very popular. It helps in digestion as well. So a lot of Indians, we folks, we love this, in fact. So this is all in addition to the biryani that you have ordered. Again, when you order in from other restaurants, you would not get these extra things like raita or salad, but here when you order in from the Western Rajarhat Kolkata, this is included with the biryani. It's a part of the whole order. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to focus on was the quantity, and I just want to show you that I have not even opened one of these clay pots yet, and there's just one which has been opened up. And in terms of the quantity, as you can see in our plate, so we've already got 2 full plates of biryani with mutton, with eggs, with potato, by the way, or potatoes rather, and you've still got some quantity left in one of these clay pots. So you've still got a little bit left. So in terms of quantity, you would definitely not be disappointed. And here's what the salad looks like on a plate. All freshly chopped vegetables along with that chaat masala and some lemon squeezed, I believe. And here's that raita. I personally prefer the raita with a little bit of sugar added. So what I've done for myself is added sugar so that I get a little bit of a sweet taste. But this is what it looks like in terms of quantity. As you can see, there's one clay pot still waiting and it's not been opened yet. But one clay pot is sufficient, I believe, for 2 people. So you could say even if you're a heavy eater, 1 kg biryani should be sufficient for, let's say, 3 people comfortably. So in terms of quantity, a big plus. Another thing that I wanted to show was the amount of mutton pieces that they actually put in. All right, again, so if you order in from Arsalan, Amenia, Shiraz, etc., all these various places, all right, all you're gonna get is just 1 piece of mutton. That's it. But here in your 1 kg of biryani, they say that they put in 8 pieces of mutton, and I'm not sure if you can see this on my plate, but I've already got 1, 2, 3, almost 4 pieces of mutton here. And even my kid, he's having almost 2 pieces of mutton on his plate. So in terms of the amount of mutton that they put in this biryani, it's phenomenal that you get this much mutton. So let's finally find out. Let's dig in and find out how it tastes. I'm gonna take a bite of some potato along with some rice and some mutton. All right. So I'm gonna dig in. Let's find out how it tastes. Fantastic. Salt, the amount of oil or ghee, whatever they've put in this is just so good. Now I can't really show it on camera, but I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna take some rice on my hand. And when you order in biryani, generally from these various places, let's say Arsalan or Shiraz, etc., it's very greasy, all right. But this one here, this is not as greasy. It's not greasy, all right. So I can say that they've put in very good quality oil or ghee in it, and even after eating a lot, you would not have indigestion problems, etc., because like I said, it's not greasy at all, and the flavors come forth really well. You have all those you could say spices, the normal spices like cardamom. You have the flavor of all the garam masala like cinnamon, etc., and the curry has been cooked beautifully. Now the mutton piece or the mutton pieces, they are so tender. I just love that about the biryani. Now I don't know whether you can see this on the camera, but even the pieces that they've given, it's all from, you could say, the leg. So, and the mutton itself is really aromatic. Mutton biryani is in fact the biryani that you should order. If you're eating biryani, I would highly recommend that you order in mutton biryani instead of chicken, because what the mutton does for the biryani is it adds in that aroma of the meat to the whole biryani, and that's what makes it special. All right. So if you're ordering in biryani, my suggestion or recommendation would be to try out the mutton biryani instead of the chicken biryani. And the mutton pieces, these pieces, I don't know if you can see this on camera. I'm just gonna try and zoom in. These are leg pieces, so the meat is really tender. It literally melts in your mouth. It is just so flavorful. Now, of course, it's not gonna be the same biryani that you order in from these different restaurants. The flavor is very different. Now, there is some benefit or a particular flavor that you get in these other biryanis. This is very different to that, by the way. All right. Now, it's really aromatic. I can smell beautiful flavors, and the taste is simply mind blowing. So in terms of taste, you will not be disappointed. I guarantee you that this biryani is extremely good in terms of taste. So kudos again to the chef, and kudos to the West Inn Kolkata for putting in such quality ingredients in it and making it so delicious. Right amount of oil, ghee, right amount of salt. Nothing is overdone. Food is about the balance, and this has those balanced ingredients in a balanced way. And when you bring it all together, put every spoon in your mouth, you would love it. It's so good. Okay, so this is my second helping now. I just helped myself, and I just wanted to show you the mutton pieces, how good they are. So let's try to zoom in and see how good the mutton pieces are. And I'm just gonna focus. Look at the mutton pieces and look at how tender they are. See, it's beautiful. And these are all pieces from the leg. They've got some bone obviously as well, but the mutton itself is extremely tender. It just comes off very easily, and there are loads of these mutton pieces, by the way, not just one, so you will get to enjoy it. Again, look at how tender it is. Look at the meat. Wow, beautiful, really nice. Okay, now that we've spoken about the presentation, we have spoken about the quantity, we have spoken about the taste, and let me again tell you that it was absolutely delicious. The raita, the biryani together, it's a beautiful combination. I'm not a person for salads, so I didn't really try that, but the raita and the biryani really came very well together. And again, it is all about that balance in your food. If you have too much salt, then obviously it's such a big turn off. So this biryani had all the ingredients mixed in the perfect quantity in a very balanced way, and the taste was also very good. Although I helped myself quite a lot. In fact, I went in for a second help as well. I did eat quite a lot, but again, it does not give you that heavy feeling, because again, it's not that greasy. They're top quality materials used, the oil, the ghee, the spices, everything was really good. So taste will not disappoint you. Quantity, I've already spoken about the quantity as well, and you could see on the camera that I just opened one of those containers. This is 1 kilo biryani, by the way. So if you have got 3 guests at home, this should be more than sufficient for 3 people, for sure. But if you have 4 or maybe 6 people, then maybe you'll have to order in 2 kilos of biryani. Now, having said that, let's finally talk about the price factor. So how much did it all cost? Now, 1 kilo mutton biryani, not the chicken one, mutton biryani, with the raita, with the salad, all those things included, cost me a total of 1119 rupees. That's inclusive of all taxes, and that's for 1 kg biryani. So let's do a quick comparison again. Now, if I have 3 people ordering in from Arsalan. Now, Arsalan, by the way, it's one of the most popular restaurants here in Kolkata for the Kolkata styled biryani. So if you're ordering in from a restaurant like Arsalan in Kolkata, and if you open up Swiggy or Zomato as an example, and if you order in, the mutton biryani there would cost you around 290 rupees. So almost 300 rupees. So if you are ordering in for 3 people, as an example, you are getting in these 3 portions of biryani for 290. So if I have to round it off at 300, that's almost 900 rupees. Now that 900 rupees will also have some delivery charges included on top of it. So if you really take that into consideration, then you're talking about a bill which would almost come up to the same amount. Apart from that, the important thing to note here is that when you order in from Arsalan, the 1 portion of mutton biryani only has 1 piece of mutton and 1 piece of potato. All right, and their mutton biryani, if I look at their website as well very quickly, then their mutton biryani has 1 piece of potato and 1 piece of mutton. That's what they advertise. And if you want egg on top of it, then you've got to pay extra for it. All right, so if you take all these things into consideration, it definitely comes up to over 1,000 rupees. All right. Now, with your biryani at the Westin Rajarhat Kolkata, what you do get in their mutton biryani, and I'm taking a look at all the information online, so that's why I'm looking away from the camera as well. Here it says the 1 kg mutton biryani contains 8 pieces of mutton. It has 4 pieces of boiled eggs and 4 pieces of potato. Now, from my experience, let me tell you, there were more than 4 pieces of potato. And in terms of mutton, the last time I ordered their biryani, in fact, they had given me more than 8 pieces of mutton. So in terms of quantity, you will definitely not be disappointed. And their price quality to quantity ratio is absolutely fantastic. Now I've got a copy of the bill right here. You would not be able to see this very clearly, and of course it might be inverted, but it cost me only 1119 rupees. Now, a quick thing to mention here is the fact that when you're ordering in from the Westin, of course, you can order in from these platforms like Swiggy and Zomato as well. But I would recommend or suggest that you order in from the Westin directly. Now, the reason why I say that is because when you order in from Swiggy and Zomato, then most likely you will not get those clay pots. Obviously, because of logistics issue, the clay pots itself, they are heavy, all right? So they've got some weight to themselves. So Swiggy and Zomato do not prefer to deliver the biryani in clay pots. Instead, what you will get when you order in from Swiggy and Zomato from the same restaurant, Seasonal Tastes at the Westin, is that the biryani will come in paper boxes, like the ones that you saw the raita came in and the salad. So those type of paper boxes you will get your biryani in. And trust me when I say this, when you order in from Swiggy and from Zomato, somehow the quantity is not as much as when you order in from Western directly. And they give you the clay pot filled right up till the top. That means the quantity is much more when you order in from the Western directly. And also they do not come in paper boxes, rather they come in these clay pots when you order in from the Western directly. So my suggestion is, if you're ordering in biryani from the Western, from the Seasonal Tastes, that's the name of their restaurant, then my suggestion is not to go with these platforms like Swiggy and Zomato. Instead, order directly from the Western. Of course, how could you order that? It's very simple. All you got to do is just type in the Seasonal Tastes or the Western Raja Art Kolkata on Google. You will get all the information that you want, and you can order in your food from there. So that's all in terms of my Kolkata styled biryani food vlog. And I can definitely recommend the Kolkata styled mutton biryani from the Western Raja Art Kolkata, because it is that good. Now, I was thoroughly satisfied with the taste, with the price, most definitely with the quantity. You could all see it on the camera as well, and with all the extra stuff as well, the packaging, the raita, the salad. Well, hey, in terms of presentation, they really aced it. So what's not to like here? I would highly recommend that you order in biryani from the Western Raja Art Kolkata, and they definitely deserve a big thumbs up in terms of their presentation, style, price, quantity, everything. They've nailed it. So that's all for this video, folks. Again, if you're new to this channel, please hit that like and subscribe button, and it would definitely encourage and motivate me to put out more such content for all you good folks. And it takes a lot of time and effort to make these videos. It will definitely encourage me to make such videos again in the future. You could also comment in the comment box below as to what else do you think I should try out in my food vlogs. Which restaurant, maybe if you have got any particular restaurants in mind, you can suggest those names and I can try ordering in from those restaurants as well. I intend to continue doing my food vlogs at least once a week, and I put out these food vlog videos mostly on Sundays, and I have a tech video which I upload most likely on Wednesdays. So if you're new to this channel, that's my frequency of uploading videos, one on Sunday and one on Wednesday as of now. But again, your likes and subscribes would matter a lot to me, and it would definitely help me in putting out more content like this, maybe more days of the week. And having said that, if there's something in particular that you want to watch, want to know about in terms of food, in terms of tech, feel free to type into the comment box. I generally respond almost instantly if I have the phone in my hand, and I would definitely love hearing out from each and every one of you. So with that said, please folks, again, hit that like and subscribe button, and also that bell icon in case you want to get notified with all these videos that I put out. So as soon as I put out a video, I upload one, you get a notification that new content has been added on my channel. So hit that bell icon as well, and please share it with your friends and family members. If they're traveling to Kolkata, if they are in Kolkata, they are gonna love this content because they'll get to know where to order their food from. So with that said, we come to the end of this video. Until the next one, folks, take care, stay safe, and may God bless you all.